Hey guys, welcome back to Ash Echoes. In today's video, we are checking out Baili Tusu. Now, he's going to be our next rate-up hero, which will be coming in about 5 days' time. Now, this is me just giving you guys a spotlight on how he works, because he is in the current event. However, I know a lot of people just auto through and don't care. So I want to give you guys a rundown on the way he's going to function, so that you can weigh up your decision on whether you like the guy and want to pull for him. As for an actual should you pull video, I will do it closer to his release, because I am desperately waiting to see if they announce anything about the guild boss, because if they do announce that, that will drastically change my thoughts on whether he is worth pulling, because really we've got to weigh up the content we have and what characters you already have. So I'll do a whole video talking about account specifics and stuff like that closer to his release. But this one, I just want to go through him and the way he works, because he is quite a cool character in the way he does function. So let's go into the first thing, which will be in his basic attack. So at the start of combat, he summons a Dream Incarnate. The Dream Incarnate is considered to be a summon and casts some skills together with the caster. So he has two main things in his kit. I'm going to try and summarize this without just reading skills, because in this game, just reading skills gets way too complex and muddled up. But his two main things that he has is, he has his clone, essentially, and then he has health sacrifice to boost his own stats. And those are the two main things that he has. Now, if we go into each of his abilities, they will have an ability that can be used while Rekindled is active, while it's inactive, and then another one that can be used while Rekindled is active. Now, to activate Rekindled, that is when he is going to use his ultimate. So when he uses his ultimate, he basically sucks in the clone of himself and boosts himself up. And basically, each stack of spark that the clone had got along the way is going to buff him. So he sucks the clone in, his ultimate sucks the clone in, buffs himself, and then when you do that as well, he's going to increase the damage on all of these skills. That's his basic thing. So like I said, he's going to suck that clone in and get a big boost from his ultimate, along with dealing damage as well. Now, when we look at his other skills, before he uses his ultimate, dude, I can't speak today, while the Rekindled is inactive because the clone is out, these skills are going to consume his own HP. And as he consumes his own HP, he gains stacks of this spark. And that spark is going to increase his basic attack damage and his basic damage reduction. So he's buffing himself along the way, along with granting himself shields as well. And then he will also deal really good damage with these abilities. Now, while the clone is out, he will deal damage, and then the clone will also deal damage. And the big change that you see once he has sucked the clone in is that the clone no longer deals damage, and he no longer sacrifices HP, but he does just do a lot more damage, because they buff the damage dealing capacity of him, because he's obviously not getting the bonus damage from the clone, and the damage he deals in that form is more than the total of him and his clone's damage. So you're getting basically a damage boost out of it. Now, after you do use his ultimate, he only has it active for 30 seconds, in which state the clone will come back out, and then he will lose all the stacks of spark as well. So that's pretty much the main way he works. Now, this one is going to do AoE damage and and break block gauge. This one here is also going to do AoE in a cone shape and break block gauge. So his two abilities are both very similar in their functionality. This one just consumes a little less HP. This one consumes more HP. Once again, they are giving him extra stacks, which helps him with his mitigation. You are going to have to bring healers with him and stuff like that. But hopefully that summarizes the way his skills work. This one, damage and sucks in the clone, making big damage. This one, AoE damage. This one, AoE damage. It's pretty much the gist of it, but he does boost himself really well by sacrificing all that HP and gets some really good damage mitigation, which means he can pseudo tank, and also damage amplification. Now, we do have more in his kit if we tie back in. So during the battle, when HP lost in total reaches a certain percentage of max HP, the following effects will unlock in sequence. Unlocks at 50% HP loss, gets extra crit rate. Unlocks at 100%, increases crit damage by 20% and reduces the cooldown of Rekindled Flame by 50 seconds, which isn't too bad. This effect can only be triggered while Rekindled is inactive, up to once per battle. And then we have number 3, unlocks at 150% 10% of HP lost, that means you can lose 10% and then get healed back up and lose that same 10%. That counts as 20%. When dealing damage with Decimation or Decimation Rekindled, every stack of Spark ignores 1% of the target's basic damage reduction. So once again, more damage amplification as the battle goes on, loses more health, so on, so forth. So let's jump in and take a look so we can show you guys how his skills work. Now you are obviously going to have to keep healers with him. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to run Fredder with him. This is like an event stage. Hopefully it's not too bad. If he dies, we'll jump back in. But I just want to be able to show you guys with him in it auto places. Are you kidding me? Damn. Well, let's go with who's where's again you. There we go. We just want him to live and to show you his skills is essentially what we're trying to do here. So we're not going nuts trying to demolish the stage or anything. I just want to show you guys the way he activates his skills and stuff. All right. Oh, and the second one, I forgot to mention, his second skill is a passive, but then an active portion is just making the clone attack. It's just like, so it's got a passive and action. Passively, it's just always happening on an 18-second cooldown, and then actively, he makes the clone attack while he's in that form. So let's just go ahead and start here. We can probably remove you. Oh, dude, I didn't bring the healer. Okay, that's all right. We didn't actually bring a proper healer, so let's see. Let's put it on 1x speed, take it off auto. And let's go ahead and use this one. So this is his first one, and this is his second skill. So his second skill is that passive, but he can use it actively to make his clone go ahead and attack. So that's what I'm talking about. And it doesn't have a usage limit, which is really cool. So there's the clone. Now the clone's there. So the clone's the one with all the flame and stuff like that, and you can see there it is. So that is that ability. Once again, if we go back into using this ability quickly, okay, you can see that this is still here. We can still use that one. We can make the clone go ahead and attack. But this is his actual ability, and you can see when he uses it, him and his clone both narrow in on the same point. So if I draw the area of focus in, or if I stretch it out, basically they both use that same point as the focus point. So if I want to make them hit the both there, I can go like that. Because they're in line, it makes it a lot easier. But essentially, yeah, they both go aimed for the same point. They both want to run through where the circle is along this path. So if we go like that, boom, douche, and they both go. And if they're like on opposite sides of the field, they will still both converge like that. So what I might do is try and show that. We need to go into defensive mode. I didn't bring a proper healer. That's my problem. Like a build healer. That's your single target heals. Let's put it on. Wait. Is she an auto heal? Dude, I have not used her in forever. Let's just use this. See if she heals the right target. Okay, good. We're okay. All right, let's just wait for his skills again. You can see he's just standing there, just chilling. Just chilling, just absolutely chilling. So we're only at 48%, but I want to show you one more time. So if we go with like this with the clone, and make the clone go... wait, let's move him to here. The clone's over there, and then I want to show you the convergence. So let's use that. Oh wait, the clone's going to kill it and come back. Yeah, the clone comes back. I wanted to show you if they're in like different positions how it functions, but unfortunately we're not going to do that. Just basically this skill always just converges on the same point is what I was trying to demonstrate. Let's see if we can show it a bit better here. So yeah, because they're on a bit of an angle, if I put it out there, it means they're both going to converge on that point. Whereas if I bring it back, you can see the angles start changing because they want to cross through that in the center of their pathing. So that is the way it works. All right, we're not going to hit anything there. We can just run up here. Let's just cancel that actually. Let's just go ahead, put this on 3x speed, and then I'll show you guys his ultimate, and then I'll show you his skills in ultimate mode as well. So let's just hope that we live, because we don't have a proper healer, and he's sacrificing a lot of HP, but they're pretty easy mobs, so we should be pretty good, hopefully. Dude, Laurel's getting slapped. Okay, here we go. So we've got his ult. You can see the ult is a massive ult. I'm going to leave some enemies alive so we don't kill all of them and end the stage. So we go ahead, boom. Sucks it in, gets the wings out, gets the tail in. And we go nuke. Huge nuke. Okay, so now after that, this ability is enhanced. Now notice his other ability is now gone because that was the one that it's an auto ability that happens every 18 seconds. But the thing with it is that when you used it actively, you're just controlling the clone, not him. So now that the clone's gone, you don't have that ability. Now we just have this ability here. And like I said, it's pretty much the same thing, except it just does a truckload more damage. And that's pretty much the gist of it. And he's got his wing, which is really cool. I do really like the wing style of him. But that is pretty much the way he works, everything to his kit. You can also see which buff form he is in. You can see next to his little skill icon, it's got the number 2, so you can see which buff form. So right now he's in the crit damage buff stage, and he'll keep going beyond that. But now you can see it only lasts for the 30 seconds because we're on 3 times speed. It went really quick, and now we've got the clone back out, and now we're back to this form as well. So that is the basic way he works. Once again, I didn't like him at the start because I was a bigger fan of Scarlet, but you know, every time there's a new hero come around, I get excited. So he is a pretty cool unit in general, and that is pretty much what he does. Now, if you have Cyrus, he's going to be paired really well with Cyrus, but once again, I'll talk a bit more about teams and stuff when I go into if he's worth pulling closer to his banner, because there's a lot of variables that need to be considered in that on your account, what you have, whether you can build the team, whether we're going to have guild battles, and we will assess that when we get there. But anyway, guys, as always, thanks for watching. Hope you have an awesome day, and I look forward to seeing the next one. Cheers.